So making news tonight, widespread housing discrimination by one of the largest owners of foreclosed homes.
Well, that's the charge of national housing advocates against Fannie Mae, and they say it is wrecking minority neighborhoods in dozens of major cities, including ours. ABC 2 News' Jeff Hager has more now on the complaint. Jeff.
Jamie Kelly, the National Fair Housing Alliance is calling it racial discrimination in how the mortgage giant handles foreclosed properties, depending on the neighborhood. But even local experts suggest Fannie Mae is colorblind when it comes to making money by reselling the homes. Foreclosures are part of the landscape here in Baltimore. And through a local realtor, Fannie Mae is trying to find a buyer for this home in Bolton Hill. Mara Liba has lived next door to the property for 22 years.
The owners never lived there. They would rent it out to people for 2 years at a time. And now no one's lived there for 2 years.
On this day, the National Fair Housing Alliance has filed a housing discrimination complaint against Fannie Mae, claiming it keeps up its foreclosed properties in white neighborhoods better than those in African American and Latino neighborhoods in 34 metropolitan areas, including Baltimore. Here at the St. Ambrose Housing Aid Center on East 25th Street, the experts on local foreclosures have their doubts about those allegations.
There's so many things that go along with a home that they have a mortgage on that's in a bad neighborhood. So it can be based more on that than whether the person is of color or they're not.
We would just say that it's not necessarily a racial problem. I think that these banks are looking at other things when they're evaluating whether or not to unload a foreclosed property. It's going to be their bottom line that matters.
The experts also question such a small sampling, just 65 foreclosed properties over a 3-year period here. And a closer look at their visual evidence of Fannie Mae contributing to blight in Charm City includes pictures of unraked leaves at one property, 2 overgrown bushes at another, and what they call unsightly invasive plants growing up the walls at this home, which some could argue were climbing vines, adding a decorative touch.
They took out their very nice, appliances and, all the appliances.
In fact, a check of almost 300 Fannie Mae listings today suggested this historic property back on Bolton Hill is by far their most expensive foreclosure, being offered at $434,000. And Liba says the out-of-state former owners are African Americans, and she's the only white person living on this exclusive block. Local housing experts say in many neighborhoods, overgrown yards, trash, and boarded-up windows or doors at a foreclosed property would be indistinguishable from the homes surrounding it, regardless of the race of the people living in them. Jeff Hager, ABC 2 News.
All right.